for unbelievable skills in bringing that crisis to a safe end and in joining us. And every day, police officers all over America put their lives on the line to keep us safe. On the record, Griff Jenkins has the story of one hero who nearly gave everything.
It was here on this corner, 60th and Spruce Streets in West Philadelphia, that gunman Edward Archer crossed this street shortly before midnight and approached Officer Jesse Hartnett as he sat in his squad car. He began firing unprovoked, firing at least 11 shots, striking Hartnett in the arm 3 times. The entire horrific scene caught on that surveillance camera. Archer would later pledge allegiance to ISIS in the targeted attack. Commissioner Richard Ross recalls Hartnett's actions that day.
He just represented the epitome of a police officer. What he did, how he did it, essentially ambushed. He didn't know it was coming. Guy right up on top of him, fires several rounds at close range, and the only thing he had was his left arm, essentially, and the passenger seat of that car to shield himself. That left arm sustained a couple gunshot wounds, which were very, very significant in nature. He had to have the presence of mind to pull that gun out of its holster, draw it, and then chase that male down the street, and then miraculously fire and strike that male so that his comrades were subsequently able to apprehend him. And then, it didn't even stop there. As he goes back to his vehicle, he realizes he's bleeding profusely, and he tells one of his comrades that he needs a tourniquet because he needs to stop the bleeding. Now, he was prepared to even try to put that tourniquet on himself. A colleague rushed him to the hospital. So the entire thing from start to finish was nothing short of amazing and extraordinary.
Edward Archer said that he was motivated by ISIS in his attack.
Correct.
What can you tell us?
Well, in his videotape confession, he indicated that, one, he did it in the name of the Islamic State and ISIS in support of them, and also that he felt that police officers were a problem because they represented and defended laws that were contrary to the Quran.
Is the commissioner worried about these lone wolf guys?
We have a responsibility to ensure the safety of the men and women that are wearing this uniform to the degree that you even can, because it's a dangerous profession and there are no absolutes. But as a law enforcement leader, it would be very difficult for me not to acknowledge that that is a concern.
Being an officer is a noble, but as we're reminded, dangerous profession. There is something special about Officer Hartnett that's instilled in so many officers. And how is he doing today? How is his family?
He's doing great. He has had multiple surgeries, more than I even can count at this point in time. I'm sure he can tell you. You may or may not know that he had the honor of throwing out a pitch at one of our Phillies home games, and he took that opportunity to propose to his girlfriend. And so, thankfully, she accepted in front of about 30,000 people. But it was wonderful.
You know, it's great. It's something to go out on that field and stand in front of all those people, you know. It was nice. It was really nice.
I think what I'd like to emphasize is that we have plenty of men and women across this nation that really do and demonstrate acts of courage and valor every day. And many of them go unheralded. But it's important for people to realize that people who wear this uniform put their lives on the line each and every day for, in many instances, people they've never met in their life. And it's a difficult time in law enforcement, and it's more important now than ever for people just to stop sometimes and say, thank you.
And Officer Hartnett is here tonight and will be recognized up there in the stage behind me. We will continue to bring you all of these stories, remarkable stories of these heroes, some living, many fallen, tragically, lives lost way too soon. Greta?
Griff, thank you.